you for watching our videos and welcome to another video of Let's Be Creative with the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. My name is Jose Soto and I will be helping you to play the guitar. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but I just gave up. I've been trying to be fancy and recording all these videos, and I worry about my sound and I worry about the setting, but I'm just gonna be me, and I've been me, but it's just been super difficult. So I apologize in advance, but I think we can totally do music and start. I'm gonna stop worrying about all this technology and all the sound and the pictures. I want to do a good job for you, and I want you to be able to hear these things at home. But I'm just gonna try to be me. I told you at the beginning I usually get my energy when I see the people and when I see, and this is more difficult when all I'm doing is looking at a camera. But I'm gonna try my best. So if you haven't watched how to tune the guitar, go to our channel and we have 3 videos for the guitar. You can tune your guitar, you can learn how to play chords, and you can learn one of the pieces, which is the colores. And of course, Let's Be Creative has way more things like dance and interviews. Make sure you go and give us a like and watch all of our videos. Anyway, we're gonna start learning 2 more chords today. It's gonna be A major 7 and E major 7. I had a kid sending me a message saying, hey, could we play more? Is there any other styles that use major chords? I usually play mariachi music, and in mariachi music, we use a lot of major chords. That doesn't mean that that's the only thing we use, but we use a lot of major chords. And this kid, he's my student, he said, could we play something else with the major chords? And I said, of course. For example, you can play blues. Blues it's African American music, came from during the 1870s, around the time. It's a beautiful groove. Once you learn how to play that with the guitar, bring your friend with the violin, harp, whatever, the piano, and have them play with you, and it'll be super fun. So I want you to try how to play with the major chords. I want you to play a 12-bar blues, and for that I'm going to show you a few things. Let me go and grab my guitar. Great. Now that I have my guitar, I'm going to show you how to play the 3 chords that we need. We already know one of them, which is D7, if you've been watching the previous videos. If no, let me remind you how to play D7, D major 7. So we're going to use our first finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string. We're going to use our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and we're going to need our 3rd finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and it will sound like this. Remember not to play the 5th and 6th string because they're not part of the chord. If you play it at the beginning, it's not the end of the world, but yes, avoid playing those 2 strings. Our next chord, new chord, is going to be called A major 7. And for the A major 7, we need our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string. We need our 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and it will sound like this. And our final chord for this piece of this formula that we're gonna do for the 12-bar blues is gonna be E major 7. And for that, we're gonna need our 1st finger on the 1st fret, 3rd string, and we're gonna need our 2nd finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. So let me play the 3 different chords. We have E7, we have A7, and we have E major 7. Perfect. After you play the chords, and you can change from one to another really fast like this. You're probably ready to move and play the piece. So I want to show you how to read more music. So in music, one of the things that we use to notate music, it's 5 lines and 4 spaces. And those lines, each line has a name and each space has a name. But for now, just know that we use 5 lines, 4 spaces, and that's all we need when we're playing chords and we're not playing any melodies, we're playing chords. That's all we need. We don't need to know the names of the lines. Um, at the beginning of your music, you will see a clef. That clef is called G clef, treble clef, or in Spanish, clave de sol. That clave de sol looks like this. I'm showing it here on my picture, and that's la clave de sol. After the clave de sol, you will see some lines on the staff. We have the 5 lines and 4 spaces, and they have a division. That line is called bar line, and that bar line indicates that we have a new measure, new house of music, new portion of music. Okay? Whenever you see 2 lines at the end, that means that it's the end of the music. It's a double bar. We call it a double bar. It means 2 lines. One is thicker than the other one, but it's called a double bar. And that means the end of the music. Whenever you see the 2 lines and two lines and 2 dots, that means we repeat the entire piece. We will see that in a few minutes. So after you have the clef, we know that you're going to use the lines. We know that the first symbol is called G clef, treble clef, clave de sol. And the second thing you're going to see, it's sharps or flats. We don't have any of that right now. And it's like that hashtag symbol. It's not a hashtag. In music, we call that a sharp or a flat. And we don't have any for these. We're not doing any of that right now. But just know that exists. And after that, which is called the key signature, now we have the time signature. And to indicate the time signature, we have 2 numbers. It looks like a fraction. The number on top tells us how many beats per measure we're going to have. So how many beats per measure. And the number below, it tells us who gets the beat, which note gets the beat. In this case, we're going to play 4 beats per measure, and what the quarter note is the one that gets the beat. Just note that beats are different than notes. For now, each of these lines that you see mean 1 beat, and in the future you will have a little line that's called a stem, but we're not using that for now. For now, all you need is the chord on top of the music and the beats. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now that you know the basic things about how to read music, let's start. We're gonna pick our first line, which is, we have 3 lines. Every line is 4 measures, so it'll be 4, 8, and 12 at the end of the 3 lines. Each line of music has 4 measures. Excuse me. So our first chord is A7 for 1 measure, then D7 for 1 measure, and A7 for 2 measures, like this. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Something a really common question that I get from my kids. They say, can I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and with every beat? I mean, in numbers means nothing, but that's why we're reading music. And they told us at the beginning that the rule they want us to use is 4 beats per measure. So every single time we see a bar line, that means that we start a new measure. So let's respect that. And we're gonna count, even though we see A notes of the same chord, count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the bar line, so we start again counting from 1. Our second line, it's gonna be 2 measures of D7 and 2 measures of A7, and it should sound like this. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. make sure you do it slow, count. For our final line, which is the last four measures, we're gonna play each measure gets one chord. So we start with E7, then it's D7, A7, and we go back to the E7. Something that you see at the end of that line. It's a double bar. We talked, the double bar means the end of the music. However, if you see a double bar with two dots, that means that we repeat the entire thing, okay? So let's do that line. 1, 2, ready, go. That means I went all the way back to the beginning. Perfect. I want you to try. Now. So we're gonna do the entire thing. It should be 12 measures. We're using A and D major for A majors, and then when we play on the 9 major, that's when we introduce the E7. Let's try. Start with an A7. 1, 2, ready, go. Perfect. We did the 12 bars, we did the repeat, and it made along. You can keep repeating that thing over and over. So basically, you could, when you play, like, you meet with lots of musicians, you can say, I'm gonna play the 12 bar blues in the key of A, and you can just do it twice and it'll sound really, really good. People can improvise. I usually play this with my wife. She's learning how to play the guitar, and she plays what I just played, and I play the violin on top, and it's really, really fun. Really fun to play with other people. Also, just know that what we did is the simple rhythm, but once you know the chords, it's the same structure. You can change it like this. Hope you learn the chords first, and then you challenge yourself and try a different rhythm, try a different style. Make sure you find a tune on YouTube and try to follow those tunes. These are just the formula, and I want you to know that if you know those 3 chords, you can play different styles. We could go back to mariachi and it will be same chords. It's just the way you strum the guitar. I hope you had fun, and I hope you're practicing at least 5 minutes every single day. If you're working from home, there is a lot of anxiety happening right now. Just grab your guitar for 5 minutes. Quit thinking that you have to practice an hour every single day. Of course, that's the ideal, but right now I don't recommend it. Just grab your guitar for 5 minutes every single day. Challenge yourself to do it daily, and you will learn how to play the guitar. If you want to hear a different instrument, which I'm planning to do, I'm planning to play the harp. I'm planning to do some videos on the violin. Just let me know which instrument you would like to learn, or which instrument you would like to hear. I'm more than happy. I have my harp, and I know how to play the harp too. So let me know if you have any questions about any other instruments. Right now we're focusing on the guitar, but this is about exploring. And if you just would like to hear something for fun, let me know and I will do it just for you. Thank you. This is Jose with the Luther Burbank Center for the Art and its new program, Let's Be Creative. Adios.